Hi everyone and welcome to Inderes TV. Today, Eltel released their Q2 report and I'm standing here with the CEO, Håkan Dahlström, to talk about it. Welcome, Håkan.
Thank you.
So I'm thinking we can straight jump into the report. So what are your Q2 key takeaways?
Yes, of course, that we have growth and improved profitability in 3 out of 4 segments is, of course, really nice to see and an important step for us. But also, of course, that we have been able to secure a very important contract, 317 million euro during the second quarter with important customers like Telenor, Telia, Elisa, all of that during the second quarter, at the same time as we build the new business areas. So, yeah, quite happy with the quarter.
Yeah, you mentioned it there that we also saw an increase in the order book with new contracts and so on. But how would you describe the current demand situation and outlook?
Yeah, I would say that we see less investment, less initiative from the telco operators, and that is sort of now coming in new players from the public sector, for example. We see national security, digitalization of roads and other infrastructure becoming more and more important. We see like hospitals. We have a contract during the second quarter with Region Jönköping about a private 5G solution for the hospitals. So we see other players, we call them public infra as a segment. They are buying telco services as we normally have done for the telco operators to compensate for the lower volume there. Will that compensate enough? So we see growth. That's not known yet. But then we see, of course, much more initiatives on the power side, and particularly on the renewable energy, where there's so much happening. And particularly in the solar, we see that there is a very healthy and strong pipeline.
Let's talk about Norway for a bit. Norway's country units has a problem with getting revenues from the existing frame agreement for some time now. We also saw that they have had some reduced investments from your side. How has the situation developed in Norway?
Yeah, during the second quarter, we still see reduction on net sales due to this volume decline, as you mentioned. And it was much less reduction in the second quarter than what we've seen in the first quarter. But nevertheless, we're still coming down. And that is, of course, burdening the result and top line also, of course. So that is a bit of a troublesome situation for us. I'm not saying that we are out of this, but of course we have many initiatives both to adjust on the cost side, but also broadening the customer base and find new businesses. So overall, not happy with the quarter in Norway, but that's how it is sometimes. Yeah,
I understand. We talked about this, but regarding the demand situation and your strategy, how is the market activity in your new and adjacent business, power and communication?
Yeah, it is fantastic. There's so many that wants to talk about all of these different initiatives with Eltel. So it's really nice. Yes.
Very good. Another question relating to your strategy execution. How has the broadening of the customer base progressed? We also touched upon this, but could you elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah, this is something that I'm happy to see, particularly in the market where we have so big portion of communication, thinking of Sweden and Norway particularly. And here I also see that we have great progress in building a broader customer base. So much more to be visible in the numbers going forward. But yes, I think we are doing the right things and we see the result in the order book. Yeah.
Lastly, regarding your current business portfolio and more precisely the other business unit, as announced, you divested the high voltage business in Poland during this quarter. But can you tell us something about what kind of plans do you have for the rest of the other businesses?
Yeah, the largest part of the other business where we're now looking forward is our smart grid operation in Germany. And this is a very nice business. I see that we have better potential to create high profitability margin in percentage in that operation than we have in the average of Eltel. So we believe that we are a bit impacted here and now, particularly from the flooding in the south of Germany that had an impact of our numbers in the second quarter. But going forward, I think that the need of gas adjustment and meter replacement and all of this utility, the digitalization of the utility business in Germany is there. There is a significant demand and we are really well positioned to take a larger portion of that. So I'm happy for the German smart grid business, absolutely.
Nice to hear. Thank you for joining me here today, Håkan.
Thank you. Thank you.